guys, welcome back to another video on the Roblox channel, and it has been absolutely ages since I've uploaded on this channel. So yeah, just like I am making a tutorial for redstone. How did this get in here? Just like I'm making a redstone series, beginner redstone series, we're also going to be doing a beginner scripting series on this channel. And the idea came from, the idea came from LeWolf YT and Toilet King Real. Yeah, they were the ones who suggested this idea, and we're finally doing it. So yeah, we're finally doing it, and let's just get right into it. So first, installation. So we can just go to roblox.com/create and just hit start creating, and it'll say checking for Roblox Studio, and you will probably already just all you need to do is just hit that, and then if it doesn't open Roblox Studio already, just click the button saying download Roblox Studio. I don't know how it is. Well, we can just pin it to our taskbar. And yeah, so then we can just then you just have to log in with your own Roblox account. It might do it automatically, but then you want to hit new, and then we can do anything. I'm just gonna do a base plate. And now yeah, so this is going to be the beginner Roblox Studio scripting series. We're not going to be doing anything advanced in this series. We're just going to be doing some basic stuff, we're just going to be doing some basic stuff. Yeah, I actually mean it by basic, but first let's just learn how to use Roblox Studio and how I'm doing all of this stuff here. So first, to move your camera around, it's WAS and D, just like any game, or you could use the arrow keys. I prefer WAS and D. Then there's Q to go down and E to go up. Then you can middle click and drag to move around the camera like this also. Then you can scroll with your mouse to zoom in to somewhere. And then you can do right click and do this, just spin around your mouse or whatever, and you can rotate your camera. So yeah. And also, if you just installed Roblox Studio, you might not see this, but this is, if you want to be a game developer, and you want to make, awesome games, you will probably need this in the development of your game. So just go to View, and it's right here, View Selector, and this might appear a bit smaller. All of these might be a bit smaller, depending on the size of your display. And you can move around parts, I can just do all of this. I prefer on this side because I'm really used to VS Code and stuff like that. You can adjust the size and everything like that. So yeah, let's get scripting. So I haven't actually planned for this series. I haven't really planned for it. Well, yeah, let me just pause the recording and think about what we're gonna do. Okay, so I have thought about what I want to do in this tutorial. So in this tutorial, we will make a leaderboard. So if you play most Roblox games on the player list, it should say there should be like a leaderboard thing. And yeah, it's actually, by some people it's called leaderstats, but I call it a leaderboard. Actually, I call it scoreboard. Like, it can be called leaderboard, scoreboard, anything like that. Yeah, we're gonna learn how to do it. So, if you go into your Explorer, you should see a bunch of things. Workspace, players. This you might not see depending on your settings. And also, if you're wondering how to change the theme, go to File, Studio Settings, and you can change all of this. And somewhere here, yep, it says General. You can just select language and stuff like that. Then the theme, it usually on default, it should be on like light or default, but oh my god, this just looks so terrible. Then there's dark, you could just do that, and I have actually customized these colors. You can customize the font and everything like that. I'm actually going to change my font because, yeah, I don't really like that font anymore. But some settings, the dark theme and light theme setting, it doesn't require you to restart Studio, but some things they do. But you should see server script service. Well, for this tutorial, this is where we're going to be. So all you need to do is hit plus, and it should say script right at the top. And if it doesn't, just search up script and just hit this, and we can go into the properties and we can change the name of it. I can make it scoreboard. And whenever you make a script, it will start off by saying print hello world. Well, we can just do Control A, hit delete. And if you're on Mac, you can just do Command A. It works. Like, whenever I say Control, I mean Command if you're on Mac. So now we need to do game.players. And by the way, if you're wondering how I do this, you can do game, like, I can just do like game and then hit tab. Or players, yeah, you can hit enter also, .player added. And you can also double click on it. Connect, then function. And then we have to do that. Then just do that. And all done. So now we need to learn about something like creating a new thing. So we can just do that. Now we need to do local. So this is actually how to define variables. We're going to be learning a lot of the basic stuff in this tutorial. So we do local. So this is defining a variable that only this script can access. We do local, and then the variable ID. It can be a letter, it can be capital, it can have underscores, dashes. Wait, it can't have dashes? Okay, looks like it can't have dashes. It can have numbers, all of that stuff. Well, we're just gonna call this I'm just gonna call it stat folder equals instance.new. And now we need to put a quote. I haven't done this in a very long time, and yeah, I'm kind of forgetting, so I might be pausing the recording and unpausing it a lot. So instance.new, then we need to do folder, and then we need to no, wait. Actually, back here, you see this function thing and then the brackets. We need to put in player or PLR, whatever you want. So when we do this, this is a variable that can only be, it's like called an argument, I believe. Yeah, that can only be accessed in this function. So we can do local stat folder instance.new folder, comma, and then we need to do player. All done. So now we need to do stat folder dot name equals, then now this is a string. If we put quotes in like a variable or something, that's called a string. We can do stat folder dot name, and this is required. It must be leader stats. It has to be called leader stats. Yeah, so we can do that, and now this is the part that I actually forget. Yeah, I haven't done this in a long time. Okay, so I have figured out how to do it. Yeah, so this local score thing, you can just call it whatever you want. Like, you could just call it like local, anything. You could call it like local, strength, local playtime, or whatever. Now we need to do equals instance dot new, and now if you want this to be a string, dang, don't tell me okay, good. So if you want this to be a string, you need to do string value, but I'm going to make mine I want mine to be a number. So if we just want it to be like any number, like decimals and stuff, just do number value. But if you don't want to allow decimals in it, it will just round it to the closest. It will just, I think, just take it. It either rounds it to the closest whole number, or it just takes off the decimal part. It will do int value, and this is an integer. So yeah, an integer is like a number but no decimals allowed. Then we can do comma stat folder, and then we can do score dot name equals, I'm just gonna make it example score. Okay, so we can just do that, example score. And we can do score, just to make sure, we do score dot value equals 0. So to do a number or an integer, we just put the number. And if you want it to be a number, not an integer, just put the decimal on there. But as you can see, it says int value, which means that it must be an integer, which means that this would just, I don't know what would actually happen, but we'll just make it 0 for now. And oh yeah, you can't save scripts. Okay, well, yeah, so yeah, so okay, I don't know. Okay, so now if we just play the game, as you can see here, we're in the game, and just look over here, it says Redstoneify, and then since the thing is, it's kind of long, so it got cut off, so it says example ... and it says 0. And if we actually go into players, Redstoneify, you'll see there's a folder called leaderstats and a value called example score. And if we just change this to anything, yeah, we can just stop the game. We can do test, let's just do a local server with 4 players, and let's start. Oh no, dang, I just did the wrong thing. Let's just do 2 players actually, because I don't want to get my computer really. So right here, this is the server, which I'm going to put it on my 3rd monitor. This is player number 1, and this is player number, no, actually this is player number 1. No. Okay, so yeah. So as you can see, we both have a score of 0, but on this one, if we change players, player 2, let's do player 2 and then example score, change the value of that, it will not show up on here, but if we go onto the server and change the value, we will see it change on, as you can see here, it changes on all clients, but like this is still client side, so yeah, let's just hit clean up and that will, yeah, do everything. So yeah, that's how to make a scoreboard. And later, if we want to make like a script, so also all scripts always activate once on startup, but you could make like a script. You could just like turn a bunch of scripts into module scripts, which I will make. Since module scripts are kind of a bit complex, I am going to be putting that in the advanced Redstone scripting series. So I can just make this like tick, or yeah, I can do game players player added connect function player, and do the same thing, except we can do repeat. So we can do repeat. Then I'm just going to do repeat until false. This means that it will be always repeating. It will never stop. But if you do repeat until true, it will never repeat. So I'm just going to do repeat. Now we can do player dot leaderstats dot, and since this has a space in it, we have to erase the dot, then do that, and then put a quote. Example score. Dang, I did this typo. Example score dot value equals, and we can just copy that and then paste it, and you can do Control V to paste and Control C to copy and Control Z to undo. Now we can do this and then +1. And now if we just go into the game, I think I messed up on that one. Wait, let me see. Player.leaderstats dot example score dot value. This looks all correct, but no clue why it's not working. Maybe we should do like a test. Well, okay, this is clearly not working. Is this working? Nope, it's not working. Okay, I don't even care. Okay, so, yeah, that we learned some stuff. 3 things. We learned about leader stats, leader stats, wow, I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. Leader stats, variables, functions, and repeat loops. Yeah, this is actually a function, so I'm not gonna put in the video title that we learned about functions, because like we technically didn't learn about functions. Like, I will make a video on functions later in the series, but for now, that is all I have for you guys today. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.